Good afternoon on the national news this hour from VGI Television, Baba Bagade Imo TV. First, the headlines. Tinubu orders expeditious processing of welfare benefits, demands monthly KPI reports. Kaduna government confirms killing of wanted terrorist leader Boderis. Nigeria's EFCC confirms invasion of Kwara University hostels, arrest of 48 and 2 others. Nigerian army hunters in Adamawa join ties to fight crime, flush bandits out of forests. War on lockdown as traditional rite holds for Akeredolu. On sports, 22-year-old goalkeeper with 12 caps for England at youth level gets approval by FIFA to play for Super Eagles. I am Morire Rabila Lawal, the news in detail. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has asked senior civil servants to rededicate themselves to their duties and work towards improving the lives of Nigerians by acting with dispatch on matters that border on the welfare of citizens. The president, who met with head of service, the body of permanent secretaries, and some director generals of agencies of the State House on Thursday, 22nd February 2024, said policies impacting the welfare of the people and economy must be treated with urgency, diligence, and a strong sense of duty. President Tinubu warned that ineffectiveness and unnecessary bureaucracy that result in delay of interventions on the economy and with programs targeting vulnerable citizens would not be tolerated. He directed that a monthly briefing by the head of service and submission of key performance indicator (KPI) report should be made on to his office for review, and that quarterly interactive meetings between the president and the body of permanent secretaries will now be scheduled. The head of service and the body of permanent secretaries have been mandated by the president to consistently measure progress in actualizing the renewed hope agenda of his administration. And for the next story. In a heartwarming development and stemming from consistent support to security forces by Kaduna State Governor Senator Ubasani, a major breakthrough has been recorded in Nigeria's first fight against banditry and terrorism in the northwest and north-central part of the country. The notorious bandit, insurgent, and ruthless killer, Boderi Isiaku, has been neutralized in the gun duel alongside some of his fighters by troops of the Nigerian Army around Bada, Riyawa general areas of Chikun and Igabi, LGAs of Kaduna State. A statement titled "Target Acquired, Justice Served, Boderi Falls to Security Forces," signed by the Overseeing Commissioner, Ministry of Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Arunwa, on Thursday afternoon, said this feat was confirmed to the Kaduna State government by security forces carrying out internal security operations and intelligence checks from human intelligence sources. Boderi, as he was simply known, had for nearly a decade propagated a reign of fear, death, and destruction in Kaduna State and neighboring Niger State, with a trademark of brutal attacks, mass abductions, and cruel, relentless killing. His elimination comes as a culmination of tireless effort by dedicated troops committed to restoring peace and security in the region. The General Officer commanding 1 Division, Nigeria Army, and Force Commander, Operation Well Punch, Major General V.O. Okoro, coordinated the operation through meticulous planning and intelligence. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) has confirmed the arrest of students of the Kwara State University Kwasu for alleged internet fraud. The anti-graft agency said its Ilorin Zonal Command personnel arrested 48 students and 2 others for offenses bordering on internet fraud. The agency said the suspects were arrested on Wednesday, February 24, 2024, in their various hideouts after days of surveillance and fruitful intelligence on their suspected involvement in related internet offenses. Items recovered from the suspect include 9 exotic cars, 24 laptops, and different brands of phones. It said the suspect would soon be arraigned in court upon the conclusion of investigations. Information learned that the invasion of some private hostels of the school by EFCC operatives and the arrest of dozens of students for alleged cybercrime. Information learned that the operation took place at Malete in the Moro local government area of Kwara State. Moving on to the next story, the Nigerian Hunters and Forest Security Services NHFSS in Adamawa State has expressed its readiness to provide the needed support of troops of the 23 Brigade. According to the Nigerian Army, this support is commitment to crush all forms of criminality in the country. This was made known on 22nd February 2024 when the commander of the Nigerian Hunters and Forest Security Services in the state, Mr. Aminu Amenjoda Furo, paid the Brigade General and Commander a courtesy visit at the headquarters 23 Brigade, Gibson Jalo Cantonment, Yola, the Adamawa State capital. Mr. Aminu Furo stated that the Hunters and Forest Security Services was formed to promote peace and security of law-abiding citizens of Adamawa, especially in remote communities where security presence is limited. A statement signed by Lieutenant Adebayo Samuel Adewumi, Acting Assistant Director of Army Public Relations HQ 23 Brigade, on Thursday said Furo expressed the readiness of the organization to provide the troops of 23 Brigade with the timely security information that would aid timely response of troops to flush out miscreants who use the forest as their hideout to commit heinous acts. Responding, the Commander 23 Brigade, Brigadier General Paul Kefas Zawaya, commended the activities of hunters and reassured them of his support to the organization. From the north to the southwest on a morning move, the ancient town of Owo, hometown of former Governor Rotimi Akeredolu Aketi San, was locked down as a traditional Ajabwe procession was held in honor of the late governor. The procession was led by the late governor's children, Yejide Rushewe and Babajide Akeredolu. The people of Owo in their hundreds trooped out to join the Ajabwe traditional procession, which started from the late governor's residence, Ijebu-Owo, GRA. Procession goes on with the son Babajide expressed gratitude to the people of Owo for their overwhelming support in celebrating his late father's life. He emphasized that the significant turnout and enthusiastic participation in the procession and dance demonstrated the love the people have for their late father and the family as a whole. Moving on to Abuja. Some operatives of the Special Tactical Squad of the Nigerian Police Force in Abuja have been arrested for extorting 30 million naira from a citizen. The Force Public Relations Officer, ACP Olumuyiwa Adejobi, disclosed this in a statement on Friday. According to the FPRO, the extortion was brought to the notice of the force via X-Ando. Adejobi disclosed that the police officers arrested officers and accomplices who initially escaped upon commencement of investigation. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetekun, as part of his commitment to upholding the highest standard of integrity and accountability with the Nigerian Police Force, has ordered the commencement of disciplinary proceedings to ensure that justice is served swiftly and decisively. These disciplinary measures underscore the zero-tolerance stance of the Nigerian Police Force towards any form of misconduct or corruption among its ranks. If you're just joining, you are watching the national news from BGI Television. Next to come, family of the late Group Chief Executive Officer, GCEO of Access Holdings PLC, Albert Wigwe, has made a decision to exclude the City of David Parish of the Redeemed Christian Church of God from the burial service of their late son. While the family has not provided a clear reason for this decision, there is speculation that it may be due to perceived insensitivity on the part of the parish. Recent reports have surfaced alleging that the pastor's wives of the City of David Parish threw a lavish birthday party just a week after Albert Wigwe's death. This action has been viewed by many as insensitive, particularly considering Wigwe's significant contributions, both morally and financially, to the church over the years, amounting to billions of naira. The family may have interpreted the timing and extravagance of the party as a lack of regard for their mourning period and a disregard for Wigwe's memory. They may feel that the church's focus on material wealth rather than genuine concern for their loss has led them to question the church's values and priorities. We don't want you at the funeral. Lastly, on sports. The nationality switch of former England youth team goalkeeper Arthur Okonkwo has been approved by World Football Governing Body FIFA, making him eligible to play for the senior national team of Nigeria, information exclusively revealed. 22-year-old Okonkwo, who is on loan to English League Two side Wrexham from Arsenal, applied for a switch of nationality to Nigeria from England, where he was a junior youth international playing a total of 11 games from under 15 to when he had his last cap for the under 18 in 2018. What we exclusively gathered from FIFA approved the switch, making him available for selection by the head coach of the senior national team of Nigeria, Mr. Pesero. However, that is dependent on his form, with Chipre United goalkeeper Stanley Nwabali fully established as a new first-choice goalkeeper of the team after his splendid showing at the AFCON. At Wrexham, a third division side, he has kept goal in 26 games in all competitions and has 11 clean sheets while conceding just 26 goals in the process. Last season, he had a fairly good time with Australian side Stonegrass with 6 clean sheets in 18 league games. Prior to his move to the Austrian side, he spent the first half of last season on loan to Creole Alexandra in League 2, where he kept 10 clean sheets in 36 league games. While his international future is sorted, his club future will be clear in the summer when he returns back to Arsenal to present his loan spell. With the sports story, we've come to the end of today's national news. Before we go, some headlines. Tinubu orders expenditures processing of welfare benefit, demand monthly KPI. Kaduna government confirmed killing of wanted terrorist leader Boderi. Nigeria's EFCC confirmed invasion of Kwasu hostels, arrest 48 and 2 others. Nigerian army hunters in Adamawa join ties to fight crime, flush bandits out of forests. War on lockdown as traditional Ajabwe rites hold for Akeredolu. On sports, 22-year-old goalkeeper with 11 caps for England at youth level gets approval by FIFA to play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. For updates of our broadcasts, our handle on social media, especially on YouTube, Baba Gbagede Imo Television. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to access all of our broadcasts. On Facebook, Gbagede Imo with Alawi Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. Thank you for watching. Jumat Mufida to all faithful Muslims all around the world. May it never be our last. I am Morire Rabila Lawan.
Audio Jungle.